Thanksgiving's this week in the United States, and that holiday always meant gathering with friends, family, having a nice dinner, talking about what you're appreciative for. But for me, it also provided some of the greatest video game memories and moments that I had. We always went to my aunt's house for a very big Thanksgiving dinner. They had a buffet style spread, and it was great. But I always look forward to having that big meal, watching a little football, and then also getting some gaming in afterwards, and sometimes before. So I wanted to highlight three very formative memories with this holiday in my gaming life and past. The first one would be when the original Halo Combat Evolved released in 2001. I was 10 years old, coming off years of playing GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, and the James Bond Nightfire. So the Xbox came out, and me and my best friend, who our backyards were connected, did not have one. We were still playing on the GameCube and N64. But his older brother, who was in college at that time, brought home his Xbox and Halo Combat Evolved for Thanksgiving break that year. So the night before Thanksgiving, we went down into my friend's basement and played Halo for the first time. Now, I distinctly remember playing Battle Creek, just us three, and it was amazing. It was me and my friend, who were, like I said, 10 at the time, against his older brother who was in college, and he absolutely mopped the floor with us. So we hadn't experienced the dual stick controls of a first-person shooter very much yet, as the GameCube games had some limited control with it, but it wasn't as refined as Halo Combat Evolved, and that just blew my mind. So after we played Halo that night, we basically begged our parents to get us an Xbox for Christmas that year with Halo CE. And there was some pushback given that it was a mature rated title, but they eventually got it for us that year, and we had some great memories with it, which we'll talk about in the upcoming Christmas episode. The second memory I want to talk about today was after the release of Halo 3 with Thanksgiving in 2007. Like I said, my aunt's house was about an hour and a half away from where I grew up, so that morning I woke up super early because I had just been playing ranked nonstop. And I was always an achievement hunter when the 360 released, so I was working through getting some of the multiplayer achievements, and the two rather, that had continued to not be within my reach was the Step and Razor and Overkill achievement. So if you didn't know, Halo 3, Step and Razor was getting a triple kill with the energy sword in a ranked match, and the Overkill medal or achievement was getting an overkill in a ranked match. So that morning, it was super early, probably 7:30. Booted up the 360 Halo 3 on the old projection TV. Really primitive technology at the time, but it was a free-for-all ranked match on the pit. And got into the sword room, got the sword, and it was just the stars had aligned. Had three people enter into the sword room, got the triple kill, switched to another, got the BR, had a 1v1 with someone on the first snipe tower, got that kill, so we popped out the Step and Razor and the Overkill achievement in one match. And I remember going to Thanksgiving dinner that year, just stuffing my face with turkey and cornbread, and was just so happy that I'd gotten that achievement. That was also the same year that I had my first girlfriend, and we had planned to meet up after I got home and have our own bit of Thanksgiving dinner that evening, but all I could think about was playing Halo 3, and I was actually more excited to get back home after seeing her and play more Halo 3 that night than actually seeing her, and that was exactly what I did. I went home and played Halo 3 until the early hours of Black Friday, and that was a great memory. Halo 3 was a really special time. And the last Thanksgiving memory was more recent, in November of 2020 during COVID. I had met my girlfriend, who is now my wife, that summer, and we'd actually just moved in together in a little apartment. And it was during COVID. I was doing my last PT school rotation in the hospital, so I took off that Friday to prepare for the Deepstone Crypt contest raid in Destiny 2, and she had to work that evening, so she slept that morning. We had both of our rescue dogs in the room with me in our PC. It was a small little 500 square foot apartment, and I found an LFG team to do Deepstone Crypt, and we made it through all the way to the final boss before she had to go to work. And I remember telling my LFG teammates, who I didn't know in real life, hey, I've got to take my girlfriend to work. I'll be back in a few minutes. This was just a few days before Thanksgiving that year, and I dropped her off at the hospital, which was near Raising Cane's, and I loved Raising Cane's chicken fingers. So I got a Raising Cane's chicken finger meal, came back, and finished the Deep Stone Crypt contest raid that evening. And then Thanksgiving was just a few days later, and that was by the time that, living on my own, I took up deep frying a turkey every year, Cajun style. So I would inject it with a Cajun marinade and had that turkey marinating in the fridge. And I just remember getting the exotic, the Eyes of Tomorrow, completing that Deep Stone Crypt contest mode. It was just a great time in life. We had a nice big Thanksgiving spread. Me, her, my parents, and our adopted dogs. But that was really a formative memory of just going from that high school era, college era, into adulthood, still playing games around that time, and being able to bring it all together for the holiday with my new family. That was great. So comment below. Let me know some of your Thanksgiving memories if they coincided with any gaming moments.